Welcome back, everybody, to Drastic Gaming, and we are here with Ghostface. Say hello. Now, I'm a dumbass and spent all my points over the weekend on my Survivors because I wanted to play Survivors more, and yeah, so yeah, we all know about all this shit, right? Perks. Furtive chase. You become obsessed with one survivor. You lurk in the shadows and eliminating your victims one by one. When your obsession is hooked, the perk receives a token. Up to 2 tokens, up to a maximum of 2 tokens. Each token decreases your terror radius by 4 meters while in chase. So I'm assuming that's 2, 3, and 4. I'm all ears. Unlocks potentials in one aura reading. Ability. Any survivor performing rush action within 48 meters from your location will have the aura revealed for 6 seconds. 6 seconds is pretty big for tier 1. I'm guessing 6, 8, and 10. Or it's 6 seconds and the trigger time goes to 40. Thrilling tremors. Your dark designs and shrewd composure rouses the entity. After picking up a survivor, all generators not being repaired by survivors are blocked by the entity and cannot be repaired for the next 16 seconds. Affected generators are highlighted by a white aura. Thrilling tremors can only be triggered once every 100 seconds. See, we'll try it. But that 100 seconds, that's a lot. That's like almost, yeah, it's almost 2 minutes. I think we're gonna try furtive chase. We'll do 2 minutes. Okay. So yeah, level 1 Ghostface at rank 13. I think I won't want to rank up any. So, actually, let's... Okay, hold down the power button. Alright, good to know. Now, everybody's going to be playing Ghostface. So, this is not going to be... And my first perk is Fire Up. It really would have been nice if they did rank reset. Did this before rank reset, because of the fact that rank reset would make it more of an even playing level with the fresh killer. Like, I had well enough points to level them up, but this is gonna just be harder for me. That's fine. I don't want to max them out already, like before even playing them. finally. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, the nerf to Metal Man happened with this update too. Streetwise increased efficiencies. Metal Man, we have changed the condition for getting tokens. It is no longer being hit by killer's basic attacks that earn tokens by protection hits. It still requires 3 tokens to activate. Unbreakable, increased recovery speed. 25, 30, and 35 now. %, across all tiers. I will get into this after this match. I have a feeling that I am going to have a lot of fun with Ghostface. I love Myers. Pig's fun. After this match, I will go into the update history and I will read off what exactly has been done for PS4. Specifically what they give us on the history information, not what's on the site or anything like that, because it could be different, the wording, something, I don't know. I just would rather get it off of the source of what I'm playing instead of going to a site that's clearly biased and based off of PC specs and everything. I know all the updates go through all the same, all across all platforms, but I know it's Metal Man. From what I've seen, Metal Man is now you have to do it's protection hits. So Metal Man is now going to go good with We're Gonna Live Forever. Fuck! I gotta get used to his lunge. Yeah, I lost her. This is gonna get some getting used to. So, wow, this is... Oh, shit. Shit. I'm liking the sound effects of when they see you. Fucking pussies, dude. I'm so sick and tired of scrub-ass fucking players just camping pallets. I had to. I had to.
Damn Ghostface.
I like how he puts his knife up when he goes in for the chase. Unrelenting might actually be useful for him finally. Finally a useful perk. Really, I hate this. I hate this map for one. So that gen's being worked on. No gens are being worked on, okay.
GD is kinda base. Bad.
Dude, he seems really slow compared to what they made him out. That's like my third stock on It's supposed to show where they see me from, but I didn't see that. What the hell? His lunge is weak.
She saw you.
Dude, you weren't... What? That is a fucking huge buff that nobody, I don't think, knew. You were only able to stock one at one point. You weren't able to stock multiple. Holy shit, that was awesome. You weren't... In the beginning, you weren't able to stock more than one person. Chewy's dead on hook. Hello? Well, I got 61,000. Holy shit. Oh, come on, dude. Seriously? Am I really gonna start getting these fucking games? That's fucking sad. That was actually pretty fun. He's actually not bad. They buffed him big time. They buffed him way big time since he came out on PTV. Alright, let's go spend some points. Hopefully he has add-ons like Myers and Pig where you, when you're stalking you can see, or when you're in stealth you can see. That'd be kinda fun. So So far, I'm liking the perks I'm getting early on with him. So, we got a second perk already. So I've already got Iron Grasp. So if the perks keep going well, I might actually, fuck it, let's throw an invention on. His power recovery is a little slower than I'd like. What's this? First match and I'm already ranked level 5 on him. You know what? I've only bought cosmetics for 2 characters before. Honestly, what's the difference? There is no difference between that and the default. The frozen one's basically what? Oh, it's okay. It's a blue. That's all just the shroud. I don't like the outfit, but the mask is pretty cool. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. I get the plague doctor mask for a freaking doctor.
But the red outfit with the red mask.
Yeah, I'll eventually. Yeah, I think that the mixing match. You're right. The mixing match with the red mask. Let's see. No. What? No, I think these ones like this with the hood, like the way these are. I don't know. I don't think it lets you. Oh, are you serious? I'm only 20 away. I don't think I have any more on my wallet. No. Oh well. I mean, this is good. So I got corrupt intervention. What did I pick? What was that? I'm all ears, right? Yeah. Does this trump quick and quiet though? That's what I'm wondering. $31 subscribers, getting there. I'm doing something right, at least a few people think. You gotta remember too, I'm in a ranked 13 match. Most of them have all 4 perks at least by now. I knew this was going to be a shit fest of matchmaking today because everybody's going to be playing. Everybody's going to be jumping on Ghostface. So the stalking, they buffed him quite a bit. It takes a bit longer to knock him out of his stealth. It almost seems like it's more beneficial if people are together when it happens, because it happens like almost instantly, like you saw. It has the killer instinct mark like Legion has when you get knocked out, so you can see who it was that knocked you out of your stealth. Oh, that's right. This is what I wanted to read off the update history of the changes. So features and content for 3.0 version 3.0 on the or 1.63 what version 3.00. Okay. Feature added the ability to rotate characters in the lobby. Feature added new menu and lobby music. Content added new Ghostface killer. Gameplay balance. All killer swing animations have been modified to match the distance at which they can hit a survivor. This was done to help mitigate situations where a killer would hit a survivor but their weapon or hand would not look like it was reaching the survivor. In addition to killer swing animations matching their hit distance, we have also added swing visual effects to mitigate when hits look like they should have missed targets when in fact they found a target and hit. There will be more work done to make hits look better when they connect. Added stun visual effects for killers when hit by pallets. That's the red box around the screen. Survivors will now turn their heads where their camera is looking. This happens when the survivor interacts with an object in the environment and when they are not downed or incapacitated. Adjusted fast vault conditions. Players can no longer trigger fast vaults when beside windows or in contact with the wall. So you actually have to be, from what I'm getting at, that you actually have to be in mid sprint before vaulting. You can't just hit your L1 when you're up against the wall and get a fast vault. Audio adjustments are adjusted the chase volume for survivors. Map changes. Remove the RNG factor from the window setups in the room of Leary's Memorial Institute. Each small room now spawns with the same window configuration. Edge object repopulation. Good. I think that's going to nullify that double window fucking long ass loop. Edge object repopulation pass in the Macmillan Estate maps. There are more obstacles in between the map tiles now. Introduce new maze tiles for the Yamaoka Estate theme. Survivor emblem changes. Added events for Lightbringer. 20% and 20 points for cleansing adult totem. 5 points if adult totem is cleansed while you're in a chase. 10 points if a hex totem is cleansed while you're in a chase. 1/3 point for each 1% of a generator repaired while you were in a chase. Capped to a maximum of 33.3 scored for each generator. So that the emblem points are going out. Benevolent. 10 points for sabotaging a hook within 10 meters of a killer carrying a survivor. If the carried survivor then wiggles free. 50 points for stunning the killer with the pallet. Alright, here's the big shit. Survivor perk changes. Streetwise. Increased efficiency values. 15, 20 to 25 up from 10, 12%, and 15%. Windows of opportunity reduce cooldown values to 30, 25, and 20. So now newbies running Kate will have their cooldowns twice as fast. So instead of the 40 seconds, it's a 20 second, which is kind of, honestly, it makes sense. I'll probably be playing Kate with that perk more often to get used to loops now because I'm kind of new to Survivor. Well, not new, but playing as much as I have been. Metal of Man, we have changed the condition for getting tokens. It is no longer for being hit by a killer's basic attack. Instead, you earn tokens by taking protection hits. So blocking hits like you would with We're Gonna Live Forever, that also gives you tokens for Metal of Man. It still requires 3 tokens to activate. So it's become, instead of a get out of jail or get out of a down, basically a get out of jail perk, it has now become an altruistic perk similar to We're Gonna Live Forever. It just protects you from being downed after that 3rd hit. Survivors will still need to be injured in order to trigger the endurance effect and avoid being put into the dying state. This means that Metal of Man will require more work from the survivor to trigger Metal of Man's endurance status effect. Unbreakable, increased recovery speed. So watch out for this, killers. They increased the recovery speed by Unbreakable by 10%. It's now Tier 3 at 35%, Tier 1 25%, Tier 2 30% from 15, 20, and 25. Killer perks. Pop Goes the Weasel. Change regression values from 15, 20% to 25% to a flat 25% all across tiers. Change the window of activation from 30 seconds up to 40, 50, and 60 seconds. territorial imperative, reduce cooldown to 30, 25, and 20 seconds from 60, 45, and 30. So we get an extra 10 seconds off of our cooldown for that. Enduring update. Updated enduring to a flat reduction in pallet stun duration of 45, 45, and 50% rather than an increase to stun recovery speed of 55, 65, 75%. Enduring will now only affect pallet stuns. So we get screwed again. They nerfed fucking decisive strike, and now they're nerfing the killers so that their decisive strike nerf really didn't matter. Bug fixes, killer related. Fixed an issue that could cause survivors to become stuck for the rest of the match when the trapper placed a bear trap under them while they were already performing an interaction. Fixed an issue that caused the clown's redhead's pinky finger add-on to apply the exposed status effect on survivors without a direct bottle hit. Fixed an issue that could cause permanent exhaustion when affected by the clown's gas bottles with solvent jug add-on equipped. Fixed an issue that caused the clown to clip through most vaulting windows. Fixed an issue that caused the Shape's camera to become slanted and allow him to walk on assets when canceling his Mori. I didn't even know that. Fixed an issue that caused the Hag's Rusty Shackles add-on to play the terror radius when the trap is triggered. Fixed an issue that caused the Wraith's Serpent Soot add-on to not fully uncloak him immediately after breaking a pallet or damaging a generator. Fixed an issue that caused the nurse to be missing her hand and weapon when blink attacking a survivor before getting fatigued. Map specific. Fixed an issue that caused grass to move when a player was above or below the area. The issue was most commonly seen around the basement when it was in the shack. Fixed an issue that could cause the right door and lockers to appear warped. Fixed an issue that made it impossible for killers to interrupt a survivor repairing a generator from a specific side in the Wretched Shop map. Fixed an issue that made it impossible to open the hatch with a key when it spawned facing a car pile. An issue that made it possible to get stuck in a basement stair collision under certain conditions when the basement spawned in the office building of Azrod's resting place. Fixed an issue that caused tree branches and leaves to clip through the walls on the top floor of the farmhouse. That's stupid. Fixed an issue that could cause desync between clients and hosts around the slaughterhouse and Rancid Arbiter. Fixed an issue that causes some assets to have missing textures in the slaughterhouse building and the Rancid Arbiter. Fixed an issue that caused tree branches and leaves to clip through the walls of the top floor of certain houses in the Lampkin Lane map. Fixed an issue that caused a generator to clip into part of a maze wall in the Pale Rose map. Fixed an issue that could cause a desync between clients and hosts around the ferry boat in the Pale Rose map. Fixed an issue that caused blood and dirt wall textures to disappear at certain camera angles in Leary's Memorial. Fixed an issue that allowed survivors to cleanse the hill totem from on top of the rocks in the Mount Ormond Resort. Fixed an issue that caused Entity not to appear on specific hooks in the Temple of Purgation map. Made it impossible for the nurse to blink around the exterior of the temple tile in the Temple of Purgation map. Fixed an issue that... There's a lot of issues on console where places where the nurse should be able to blink through, she can't. Fixed an issue that made it impossible for the nurse to blink around the exit tiles in the Temple of Purgation maps. Perks. Fixed an issue that caused Metal Man to give the killer a point in the malicious emblem category when activated. Fixed an issue that caused the Legion's killer instinct not to be visible with Dark Devotion. Fixed an issue that caused the territorial imperative to trigger on Hooked and hiding survivors. Fixed an issue that caused the resilience perk. Shit! All these things and perks that I don't use. Fixed an issue that could cause a disconnect and make it impossible to mori a survivor when the survivor was recovering. Yeah, it goes on and on and on. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of everything. So killers, be careful. Unbreakable's now 10% faster at each tier. So you're gonna slug people. Keep an eye on them. Also, excuse me. Has anybody else had issues with the messages in the past couple of days? Where all your messages disappeared, you can't receive or send any? So that's actually been happening to me. And it's quite fucking annoying when I wanted to play with friends last night. Dude, this matchmaking. Dude, the fucking waiting time. I almost said loading screen.